I gotta be honest, there is a lot of mistakes you can make in the gym, but some of them are so horrendous that you should get punished for doing them. But because I want you to be safe, here is what you should be careful about. One of the most atrocious mistakes that I have not even seen anyone talk about is how each one of your reps looks completely different from one another. Like imagine you are doing an incline bench press. The first rep looks great. You touch the bar around that collarbone area. That's awesome. But then in the second rep the bar touches somewhere below your nipples. And then in the third rep you almost put it on your neck. Like where is the consistency? What are we doing? This is not a bingo night. Each one of your reps should look the exact same. Even if you get to the end of the set and it starts to get really difficult, the rep should still look the exact same as the first one. Sure, it might move slower, but the path of the bar should still remain the exact same. If each one of your reps is different, it's a clear indicator that you still don't completely have the proper technique in check. You really gotta get there by practicing more and recording your sets, because you might not even be aware that each one of your reps is different each time. But after some time, you will naturally be able to hit the same exact spot, but you need to work on getting to that point first. I, for example, am so confident in my form that I think that you could blindfold me, spin me around, and I would still hit the same exact spot every single time. It really is just muscle memory, which once you achieve, you will be set for life. The next mistake I really want to talk about is treating isolation exercises like filler. You know that you do this. When it's the bench press, you always pay full attention and give it your all. But when it comes to some isolation exercise near the end of the workout, you don't really treat it as something important. You know how it is. You do your set of lateral raises or bicep curls while having a conversation with your body throughout the entire set. You don't even really count the reps, you just mindlessly go through the motions, and when it starts to get slightly uncomfortable, you call it a day. But treating these easier exercises as filler is gonna slow your growth by a lot, especially in the bodybuilding style workouts, as there is a whole lot of different isolation exercises that you might assume are just filler. But each isolation exercise has its role and is there for a reason. And if you just sandbag it every time because you don't care enough, then you can't really complain about some of your body parts lacking or building muscle slower than people who actually care throughout the whole workout. And this actually goes hand in hand with another issue, and that is that the order of exercises in your routine doesn't reflect your priorities and goals. Let's say that you are someone who really wants to get bigger biceps, but the biceps exercises in your routine are always done at the tail end, and you usually do all the back exercises before you even get to the biceps, which means that your biceps get fatigued way before you even get to training them, because all the back exercises takes your biceps a lot. See how this setup would make absolutely zero sense if your main goal is to get bigger biceps? When I tell it to you like that, it seems pretty obvious. But there is an insane amount of people who are trapped in a similar scenario. People going like, dude, I can't build my shoulders, I guess my genetics are just cooked. But they always do all the chest pressing first before they get to any shoulder pressing. And as a result, they are always shoulder pressing when their shoulders are already fatigued a lot. So their performance is not great and they simply can't give it their all. So ask yourself right now, what is my main goal? What is the most important thing to me? And actually sort your workout in a way that allows it to happen. Or simply switch to a training plan that completely eliminates any of the previous issues I described. For example, the Arnold split completely eliminates the shoulder versus chest and biceps versus back dilemma, as these body part pairs are never trained on the same day, so you don't really even have to worry about unknowingly screwing yourself. And if you would like to try a training plan like that, or maybe get a full beginner journey experience, I highly recommend you click the first link below and check it out. Now for the next mistake, which is not being able to hold the starting position of the exercise, which happens a lot, especially to beginners. What I mean by that is that, for example, on the bench press, you should pull your shoulder blades together and push your chest up. That's how you protect your shoulders and lift the most weight possible. But here is the problem. Even if you know what the proper starting position that you should get into is, you are simply not able to hold it for more than 5 seconds. And it almost instantly falls apart once you begin the set. And the worst part is, most beginners are not aware of this. They think, oh yeah, I nailed the starting position. But what they don't see is how it falls apart after one repetition. It's like doing the squat, taking a deep breath and bracing your core before going down, just to breathe out at the bottom of the rep, lose all the power and tightness and just crumbling instantly. It's cool that you learned and nailed what you need to do at the start, but you need to hold and follow that setup for more than one repetition. This is once again a very big reason why you should film all your sets and actually review your footage. An experienced lifter can feel instantly when they lose tension or when something goes wrong. But if you are still rather new, you have absolutely no way of knowing that unless you look at the video evidence. I know that it might feel a little uncomfortable to record yourself in the gym, but it really is one of the most powerful things that you can do. You really don't have to worry about all the more experienced people in the gym judging you, because they went through the same exact thing. When you think about it, once you become more experienced and you will see a beginner recording their set, you would also not judge them, because you know that it's right, and that you also went through the same exact thing. So there is really nothing to worry about. Now for a mistake that causes a ton of confusion in a lot of people, as most people tend to view exercises as exactly that, just exercises. But instead of that, you should look at it as movement patterns. That way you can prevent a ton of confusion and potentially wasted time. There is this idea floating that you simply have to do certain exercises no matter what. But really, there are no must-do exercises, you don't have to do anything. That obviously doesn't mean that you can just do random stuff. You still need structure, but there is a lot of ways in which you can achieve the same goal. That's why it's better to look at everything as movement patterns instead of just exercises. For example, you might hear, doing bench press is a must, but it really isn't. What is a must is some kind of horizontal press, but it doesn't have to be the bench press. It could for example be push-ups instead. It's just never about the exercise itself, it's about the movement pattern. That's why you can get jacked doing a lot of different things, and not just that one thing that is set in stone. You can get jacked using all the equipment in the gym. You can get jacked by using all the things in a workout park. Or you can get jacked without any equipment at home. That's how you can customize your own workout to your own liking, which is extremely powerful. Because if you are looking forward to what you are gonna do in your workout, you will not want to give up on your dream, because you enjoy it. So don't let yourself get spooked by someone telling you that something is a must-do. Nothing is a must-do. As long as you are hitting all the movement patterns, it doesn't matter in which way you achieved it. And by the way, if you still haven't, I highly recommend you grab the cheat sheet I made, which includes all the movement patterns you should do, together with example exercises and even example sets per week. This is a really useful tool if you are looking to build a training plan by yourself, or if you are just really curious about all the different movement patterns that exist. You can grab the cheat sheet for absolutely free by clicking the first link in the description. And because you are a very cool and handsome viewer and you made it all the way to the end, I guess that you will not get punished after all. I hope you learned something, and if you did, then I'm happy. Please don't forget to check out the training plans and the beginner bundle by clicking the first link below. Good luck in the gym, and I will see you next time. If you like this video, then you will surely like this one too.